Good afternoon. We'll be speaking today about online classes. I'll be interviewing Mr. Andres Salvattore Viteri, and we'll be discussing a set of questions that he'll be answering briefly and with his personal opinions about the matter. If you want to say hello, Mr. Viteri.
Hello, and first of all, I want to say how deeply is my feeling to pressure to be here and to participate with my opinion.
The pleasure is all mine, Mr. Viteri. I'll be asking you a set of questions about the online classes. With all of these coronavirus, the epidemic, we have been forced to take a system of education via Zoom, via Teams, which is everything online. So, to you personally, what has been your experience with online classes?
Mm. Well, in my opinion, I think it has been an interesting experience that we can learn and prioritize about what are our goals to achieve, because we all the issues and problematics that we can face to the moment to have an online class is the moment when we can really put ourselves together and try to achieve a goal and avoid all the distraction that could bring us this problematic.
Yeah, I have to agree with you what you say, and I believe there are many pros of having online classes, like having access to wherever you are or wherever time you get, you can get into these classes. So, what do you consider are the pros of having online classes? What are the pros? What do you feel are the advantages of having online classes?
I truly believe that one of the pros are the facility of the students at the moment of study, because they can have a big amount of different resources to get the knowledge they want. They can they can connect at any moment and have a closer relationship with the professor. Also, reducing the cost of mobilization from the student to their house to the college, because they can just have it in their proper space. and and finally, for the teachers, they have uh, a, a great amount of different tools they could use.
That's very true. Also, that you can access all of the information, all of the things you've been taught through the classes. You can see all the videos again and again. And I think that's cons also about online classes. You get to keep the videos and get to have the class, and you can see the class again and again whenever you like. And yes, I agree with what you say of having the classes on your personal space, not having to move. But I think there are also many cons. I think personally that there are more cons than pros. But what do you consider are the cons of having online classes, and why do you think this?
For me, the paramount con about the whole online classes experience is the seriousness, because many of the students do not put enough effort into the classes, and they just get distracted and try to just avoid the responsibilities. And I think that is the biggest and most important of these cons.
That's very true. It's up to the person on how serious they want to take the classes, but it's also like you don't have the same seriousness with the teacher, or you don't have the same interaction with the teachers. So I think people are like taking it lightly when they shouldn't. But in my experience, I've had like the lowest of interactions because we have like 200 students on every class. So yeah, I have to agree with you on the seriousness of it. And I've had many bad experiences with online classes. What has been the worst experience for you with the online classes? With what has like been the most memorable of it?
I think once my worst experience was when a teacher could not connect for an entirely week, and the next week he have had problems with the connection, and well, therefore was like almost 2 weeks without a proper class.
Mm. In which class you wish you had presential, like you had to go to the class and everything, and why?
Uh, as a matter of fact, using the classes that I already passed, I would choose renewable energy. That is a class of the learn doing of the practice of Zamorano, because all the variety of things that you can learn doing, that I think is the important thing of Zamorano, especially the learn doing, and that is a really big barrier at the moment of the online classes.
That's very true. Do you think online classes will affect us as professionals in the future? Or they will see us like set apart to the other people that have graduated and they didn't have online classes?
Mm. I think the matter depends just on the type of person. If you are a dedicated one, you will never let down your obligation and you can put all these difficulties and just try to achieve the best of you. But if you are just a distracted person, you will be really affected by this issue in the future.
So you think it depends on the person?
Yes, in the effort they put.
I have to agree with you on that. And well, it is true that with the seriousness of it, it depends on the person. But do you think like online classes has made our communication closer than before, or it hasn't? Why do you think it has? Why do you think it hasn't?
Well, in my opinion, I think yes, but like just a bit. That gave the teachers to learn how to use all the tools that the technology have give us in these current times. Give them the opportunity to try to connect with everyone. But yes, the problem is many of the teachers as well as the students have the barrier of the poor quality of the internet, of the difficulty to try to learn this new approach to the classes.
Mm. What will you miss from online classes when we go back to presential classes? What will you miss the most?
I think I will miss the most the commodity of my house and the space I've designed for my study.
Mm. Yeah, I think me when right now in Zamorano, I think I'll just be the same as I am right now because we got some advantages from it. But yeah, I think I'll miss some things from online, like the commodity of having it on my room and all. And what is the best experience you had from online classes?
I think is the opportunity of review the last class for refine my knowledge with
Hmm.
the recording of the former classes, and that I can in my spare time watch it and rewatch it many times as I can.
Yeah, it's very, very true. You can see the classes once and once again, how many times you want. And my last question for you is that you think you have the same interest in classes now they are online that when they were presential? Do you think that you have the same essence, you have the same interest for these classes even though you don't have them presential?
I believe, at least for me, it be almost the same interest, but just using the different tools that we've gotten in these former classes, the ability of try to rewatch it in the lessons in many opportunities, or to try to have a closer bond with my teacher so I can have all my questions to him. And yes, I think just will be a different application of the tools.
Very, very nice. I really thank you for your time. I thank all the viewers for the time you've given to the interview, and I wish you a very nice day.
Yes, so do I. Have a nice day.